Hey guys, welcome to the Fight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Former world champion Sergio Mora believed that the holder of the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight titles Alexander Usyk is an uncomfortable opponent for Anthony Joshua. It happened that stylistically some fighters just calculate you, and I think Joshua did. If this fight does not end with a victory for Anthony, then he will need to return quickly, or he will not get in the quickie of contenders. He will have to fight with the next fighter from this quickie. At 32 years old, Joshua is still young. He didn't suffer a physical beating, and Ruiz beat him once, but he didn't fool around, but outboxed Joshua, beat him on points. Anthony got a black eye. But it wasn't a physical fight. There is still a lot left for him in Joshua's career. Big guys can fight for a long time, and as long as Joshua has the power, he's able to fight until the later stages of his career. Just stylistically, Usyk doesn't suit him, Sergio Mora said. Robert Garcia, the coach of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, admitted that in the first fight with the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles Alexander Usyk, his word was not charged to win. You know what, I think Joshua didn't think about winning and was not ready to win that fight. Based on what he told me, Anthony was just thinking about going through all 12 rounds. Joshua didn't think about winning, only that he had to go the world distance, so this is an important difference. Now he's thinking about winning and dealing damage. This is the most important thing. He needs to be confident in his team. Week after week, we see a lot of improvement in Joshua. We have 5 more weeks of hard training left. He is going to get better and better. When the time comes to fight, Anthony will be 100% ready. He needs to be with a team that wants him to win, wants him to perform well and be a little taller. I think I'm proud at it. Angel Fernandez and I encourage him to be an aggressive, angry guy in the ring, so that he can shake any opponent. Joshua has been doing this lately, and I will happy with how things are going, Robert Garcia said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. You can support my channel by sending me a donation of $2. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Brit Anthony Bellew assessed the chances of his compatriot Anthony Joshua winning in a rematch with Alexander Usyk. Joshua is more than capable of beating any heavyweight in the world. He has all the qualities and physical abilities to beat anyone. He just has to believe in himself. He has abilities. He can beat any fighter. Now Anthony just has to go back to the way he was in the past. I think he will regain his pace and victory. Joshua has to get his mind right and mix it with his plan. The mental process is just as important as physical fitness. It's one thing to talk, another to prepare, and the third to implement all these, Bellew said. The famous American blogger and aspiring boxer Jake Paul. He has reanimated boxing and accuses the star British heavyweight Tyson Fury of being afraid of Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. Boxing was dying as a sport until I came and literally saved him. In general, I did it almost alone, along with some other heavyweights and lightweights, but mostly boxing was saved by me, and I began to realize what the problem was. Because of this, you don't see the biggest fights. Tyson Fury is afraid to fight Joshua. He is afraid to fight. Why don't Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney fight? Why won't Gervonta and Ryan Garcia fight? Why are these big fights not taking place? The fact is that one of the parties is afraid. No one knows which one, but boxing is dying because these are not mandatory defenses, Jake Paul said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.